What's the coldest thing you've ever said to shut down your toxic parent? My mom weaponized her sacrifices my entire life. Every birthday, every achievement, every family dinner became her stage to perform the same exhausting monologue about how she gave up everything for me. I could have been a famous dancer, she'd say, swirling her third glass of wine. I had so much potential. Everyone said so, but then I had you instead. By 16, I was juggling high school and 2 part-time jobs. One at the local grocery store where mom could see the paychecks that helped with bills, and another teaching kids ballet classes at a studio across town. The second job was my secret, every dollar carefully hidden in a point shoebox beneath my bed. Not for college, not for a car, but for the private dance lessons she refused to let me take. Dancing is a waste of time, she'd snap whenever I asked. Trust me, I know, there's no future there, but I practiced anyway. In empty classrooms after school, in my bedroom with the door locked, at the studio when I could slip away. Dance was the one thing that made sense to me, the one place where I felt truly alive. Senior year, I applied to Juilliard behind her back, used my dance teacher's address for all correspondence. When the thick envelope arrived with a partial scholarship offer, I thought maybe, just maybe, this would be the moment she'd finally be proud. I showed her that night, hands trembling with excitement as I slid the acceptance letter across our chipped Formica table. She read it silently, her face hardening with each line. Then she laughed, not her usual theatrical laugh, but something cold and bitter. "You'll never make it," she said, dropping the letter like it was contaminated. "Dancing is a pipe dream. I should know." I tried explaining the scholarship, the opportunity, how my teachers believed in me. She wasn't listening. "I'm not wasting a dime on this nonsense," she hissed. "You think I didn't have dreams? You think I didn't have talent? The real world crushes that stuff. You'll thank me someday for saving you from the disappointment." Before I could stop her, she tore the letter into tiny pieces, scattering my future across the linoleum floor. That night, I couldn't sleep. Her words echoed in my head, decades of could-have-beens and almost famous claims suffocating me like they always had. Around 3 a.m., I remembered something. An old VHS tape in the storage boxes my grandmother had left when she passed. I dug through them silently, heart pounding, until I found it, labeled simply, Audition 1989. I waited until Mom left for her shift at the diner the next morning before hooking up our ancient VCR. The footage was grainy, the sound scratchy, but there she was, my mother at 18 in a faded leotard as she performed her routine for some small-town competition. And she was terrible. Stiff movements, missed counts, poor technique, nothing like the prodigy she'd claimed to be all these years. The judges' faces said it all, polite smiles masking secondhand embarrassment. She wasn't robbed of a dance career by having me. She simply wasn't good enough. When she came home that evening and started her usual, "I gave up everything for you" speech over microwaved leftovers, something in me finally snapped. I calmly walked to the TV, inserted the tape, and pressed play. Her face drained of color as her younger self stumbled through a basic combination on screen. "Turn it off," she whispered. I didn't. When the painful audition finally ended, I looked her straight in the eyes and said, "I watched your audition, Mom. All of it. You didn't give up dancing for me. You gave it up because you weren't good enough, and now you can't stand that I am." Her face crumbled like wet paper. 20 years of lies collapsed in seconds. "You have no idea what it's like to fail," she finally whispered. "Actually, I do," I replied. "You've made sure of that my whole life." 2 weeks later, I moved out with my savings.